Copper and Ari and I have been in Mexico for quite a few weeks now, and we accidentally sort of settled down in the city of Querétaro, which is hundreds of years old. The first settlements were actually here thousands of years ago. We never meant to spend this much time here, but we started seeing posters around the city for Vegan Fest in Querétaro, and that was an offer we could not pass up. We know that veganism is getting ever more popular and that it's spreading around the world, but I'm really anxious to actually see what that looks like. What does veganism look like in another part of the world? Is it spreading the way we think it is? Is it disrupting culture? Is it enriching culture? That's what we're gonna find out today.
But first, B12.
Yes. B12 is found in the soil, in dirt. It's a bacteria. So it's not something that comes from animals. It's just that animals eat a lot of plants, and so they may have more B12 in their bodies because of the plants they eat. But honestly, with the way we sanitize food these days, pretty much everybody has a B12 deficiency. So everybody should be taking a B12 supplement. Not to mention, animals in the animal agriculture industry, they're injected with B12 supplements before they're slaughtered anyway. So like, you could either take your supplement through the body of somebody else, or you could just drop it under your own tongue.
Stick it out your tongue. Oh! Oh my god, I'm so orange!
Y allá en el rancho grande, allá donde vivía.
¿Quién vivía?
Okay, my phone is saying that we're like 10 seconds from the Vegan Fest, and it's literally right next to Angus Butcher House. I'm really happy it's like around the corner from Angus Butcher House.
Como los usa el ranchero.
¿De qué?
De los comienzos de la
Y luego,
de los acabos de cuero, allá en el rancho grande, allá donde vivía.
Herrajes Jalisco.
Seguro. Y el gusto de la ranchera.
¿Cuál es?
El tener
Donut and merengue.
¿Es aquí?
Donut.
Donut.
Donut. Oh, donut.
Donut.
Ajá. Cinnamon and sugar.
Cinnamon sugar.
Yeah, ajá.
Salsamora. It's very
They'll make it fall at the bottom. It's so good. Whoa, whole thing. Isn't it amazing? Yes!
y el gusto de la ranchera.
¿Cuál
El bajar al agua al pozo.
This is what everyone's been waiting for. This is the jackpot. We have the vegan cheeses down here, los quesos, and then all the different vegan hamburgers up here, las hamburguesas, which is amazing because when you're not vegan, you have one hamburger, you've had 1,000 hamburgers. When you go vegan, there's like 1,000 different kinds of hamburger, there's 20,000 different kinds of cheeses. The world really opens up. Whoa! That's very different. That's really good.
cacahuate, garbanzo, almendra, nuez de la India y pistacho.
Pistachio.
Pistachio?
Yes.
Whoa.
Necesitamos volver con dinero.
Claro. También vamos a estar mañana.
I feel like you're gonna love this. Is it good?
That's literally better than any cheese I've ever had.
Stop.
Vegan or not.
Really?
Amazing. Increíble. So I'm here with Ali, who organizes a lot of the vegan activism in Querétaro, in Mexico. I ran into Ali just on the street. Is it difficult to be vegan in Mexico?
It's not really difficult. It's very easy, and there are a lot of options here in Mexico, and many restaurants and many options in markets, and
Yeah.
you can be vegan very easy.
Are animal products, meat or dairy or eggs, a very large part of the culture? So, ¿comprendes?
Yes, está muy arraigado en nuestras costumbres. Es muy difícil quitar todo eso que traemos desde hace muchísimo tiempo, pero pues la gente está cambiando y la gente está haciendo buenas elecciones y pues está tomando buenas decisiones.
Sí veo un México veganizado, un Querétaro veganizado, porque las nuevas generaciones como ellas vienen con más información. Esa información les está permitiendo darse cuenta que no es necesaria la carne, no es necesario un producto animal. Tienen más ganas de protegerlos, de amarlos, de respetarlos, que a lo mejor generaciones atrás de mí, que no les importa tanto eso, que no tienen esa cultura o que no lo saben, porque no tienen acceso a las redes, no pueden investigar tan fácil como ellas.
Do you believe people in Querétaro have an obligación, to be vegan?
I think every people in the planet have the obligation to be vegan. Yes, of course, it's the least that we can do for the animals.
Many people have the wrong idea of what is happening to the animals. For example, I have one friend that she said like, no, the cows are like friendly and they're killed like in a friendly way. And I'm like, you need to investigate more. And sometimes I get into an argument with some friends that they're telling me that I'm wrong, and I'm like, I have investigated a lot. And I know like a lot of things about veganism that maybe you don't know or you're very close-minded. I have always said that I love animals, and then if I say that, like, why am I eating them? Like that's what I was thinking since I became vegan. I think about that a lot of time. I said like, I love animals and then I eat chicken. Like it's not, you know?
What do you see happening in Querétaro for activism?
We are doing very slow steps. We need a lot of people to involve in activism. There are a lot of vegans that doesn't necessarily do activism. And we need all the people that toda la gente que podamos tener, because the exploitation of the animals is still happening every day, every second, and we need all the force and all the help that to help the animals.
Yes, and the animals, they don't care if we're Mexican or American. They don't care. They just don't want to die.
Yeah.
Right.
And actually, like my dad said, you will not kill your dog to eat it. So why do you kill a cow? No, because they are both animals and they are like the same and they need to live and they all love people. They like care about us. So why don't we care about them? It's like an equal thing. If you're not going to kill your dog or your cat, why do you pay to kill a cow or a chicken that also wants to live?
Una cosa que todas las culturas tienen, que es el mismo en todas las culturas, es la idea de amor, de simpático, de kindness. Y existen en México, los Estados Unidos y todos los otros países, ¿no?
Sí, it's everywhere.
Sí. ¿Vegano es bien o mal para la cultura en México?
We don't have to think about the culture in one region. I think the problem is that we need to focus in the animals, and la gente va a abrazar el veganismo. O sea, como que no tiene nada que ver con nosotros, with the people. It's must like an ethical thing, and México se puede adaptar al veganismo fácilmente.
La impotencia de no entenderles nada, más la angustia de no saber nada de mí, hacen imposible empezarle a poner